Before Predator became a pop culture icon,
He didn't disappear. He was skinned alive. And my orders were to get somebody.
before the jungle, before the thermal vision, before the clicking sound every movie fan recognizes instantly. The movie didn't have a monster. The crew was panicking, the cast was confused, the studio was losing confidence. And the alien meant to carry the entire film? It looked ridiculous. This wasn't supposed to be a classic. It was supposed to collapse halfway through production. This is the insane behind-the-scenes story of Predator, the action movie that shouldn't have worked, but it did. Stick around and find out why. By the mid-1980s, Hollywood was obsessed with one thing: muscle. Action movies weren't about suspense. They were about size, big guns, bigger explosions, and heroes who felt invincible. At the center of that era stood Predator, a movie sold on a deceptively simple pitch. What if the ultimate action hero was hunted by something even stronger? The studio loved the idea. They cast the biggest men in Hollywood, including Arnold Schwarzenegger, and sent them into the jungle with a massive budget and a tight schedule.
Get Ramirez on his feet. Get to the chopper.
On paper, it was bulletproof. In reality, everything started going wrong almost immediately. The biggest problem wasn't the heat, or the jungle, or the ego clashes. It was the creature itself. The original Predator design was sleek, strange, and completely unthreatening. Worse, it moved badly. The alien was played by Jean-Claude Van Damme, long before he became an action star. But the suit restricted movement. The jumps looked awkward. The silhouette felt weak. The crew knew it. The cast knew it. And Schwarzenegger noticed something fatal. The monster looked smaller than the heroes. In an era where dominance was visual, that was a death sentence. The studio shut down filming. Weeks of work scrapped. The alien was fired. The suit was abandoned. Predator, halfway through production, had no Predator.
This is my kind of a day.
While the monster crisis unfolded, the jungle took its toll. The cast trained relentlessly, pushing their bodies to extremes. Heat exhaustion was common. Illness spread through the crew. Actors competed physically, not for the camera, but for dominance on set. Arm sizes were measured daily. No one wanted to look weaker than the man next to them. Meanwhile, the script was evolving on the fly. The movie wasn't just about fighting. It was becoming a bait and switch. What starts as a standard military action film slowly turns into survival horror. But without a monster, the second half of the movie didn't exist. The production was bleeding money, and the studio was losing patience.
There's something out there waiting for us.
Desperate, the filmmakers went back to the drawing board. They redesigned the creature completely. Gone was the sleek alien. In its place, something heavier, broader, terrifying. They added dreadlocks, the mandibles, the biomask. They cast a taller performer, making the Predator feel physically dominant. Then came the final stroke of genius: thermal vision. Suddenly, the movie had a visual language no one had seen before. The jungle became a chessboard. The heroes became prey. What had been an action movie quietly transformed into a horror film. The Predator wasn't just stronger, it was smarter. When filming resumed, the tone shifted instantly. The cast reacted differently. The tension felt real. The fear was no longer imagined. The movie finally worked. Not because of bigger explosions, but because it took something away from the audience: certainty.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
One by one, invincible men were erased. And when Schwarzenegger's character stands alone, stripped of weapons, covered in mud, the movie makes its final bet: brains over brawn, survival over strength. That choice, born from disaster, became the heart of Predator.
Come on, come on. Kill me, I'm here, kill me!
Predator opened in 1987 and defied expectations. It wasn't just another muscle movie. It was a genre hybrid: action, horror, sci-fi, executed by accident. The failure shaped the film, the delays improved it. The near collapse forced creativity. Had the original monster stayed, Had the studio rushed production? Had they ignored the warning signs? Predator would have been forgotten. Instead, it became iconic. Because sometimes the movies that almost fail are the ones that survive by evolving. And Predator didn't just survive. It learned how to hunt.
Stick around. Hostages are inside!